Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Jay Carter, Coach Carter, jumping online to hit you with another video. If you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. This here is going to be a part of the series, He's Home Now What? So we're going to just jump right into the next thing. And remember, this is not by any means in any order. Gotcha? So this video is going to be about patience. And I, before this, didn't have any patience before he came home, which resulted into a lot of explosions because I didn't have any patience. Like, not any patience. If y'all don't know my name, I'm an honest person. I'm as honest as they come. And yeah, I didn't have any patience. This past year has been an eye-opener, and I'm just really in a space of learning patience, right? So when your spouse come home, they will not know everything, and that's cool. From one of the other videos, I was saying that now he has all these other people in his ear, their opinions and how they feel things need to go for his life. And you have to be patient because he will take others' advice over yours. He will. Now, it won't always be bad. It won't always end up in dun dun dun. It won't always be bad. It won't always be bad, but understand you need patience. This situation is not going to go the way you dreamed of it. I can almost guarantee it. Okay? You have to have patience with how he handles, or she, depending on the makeup, how they handle bills, how they handle employment. Even though in prison they went to work, most of them go to work even though they may not get paid, because I know in the state of Texas you do go to work but you don't get paid. So they may be used to going to work, but they had limited activities to do. So it's either I'm gonna go to work, I'm gonna stay in my cell and be bored. I'm gonna go to work and I'm gonna play spades. I'm gonna go to work, or I'm going to read a book. So those things were limited. In the world, it's I'm gonna go to work, or I can go walk the mall. I can go holler at somebody. I can go see some people I ain't seen in a long time. I can go, and that's a whole nother video. I'm coming back for it. But have patience, because you as the free spouse know it's not always super easy to get a job if you are a felon, and depending on what the charge was. So people who are pedophiles and murderers, and I'm not talking about self-defense type things, I'm talking about like premeditated situations, are able to get more jobs than people who had like aggravated robbery. So you have to have patience because your spouse is not aware of it. Your spouse is not aware of it. You have to have patience with your spouse dealing with other people, because your spouse is not aware of the intentions of these other people. And even though you've been used to being the protector, you gotta pause off and have patience. Yes, he's gonna bump his head. I can almost guarantee you that. You will too. You will too. Because if you don't take the things that I'm saying in these videos and truly apply them, you're going to bump your head just like I did. As a matter of fact, I don't even want to call it bump my head. I think I want to call it like smash my head into a brick wall a couple of times. So I'm just trying to help my fellow, prison wives out there what to expect. And so, hold on, guys. I had a phone call. My bad. But Have patience with him. And I'm not talking sexual. I feel like when it comes to sexual things, that's more easy to talk about, more easy to kind of exchange information. But when you're talking about bills, that person or either one of you guys, as a matter of fact, like, he could be very easygoing about the bills, because bills come all the time. As long as we alive, we're going to have them. And to be honest, even when we take that long nap, you still have bills too if they weren't taken care of prior to your passing. So we're going to have bills all the time. But he may not be able to understand that, like, man, every time I get some money, I got to pay for something else. That's called adulthood. Nobody likes it, but it happens to us all. You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes it. But he may not know how to process that. You know what I mean? Or it could be vice versa. He knows how to process it, but you don't. You got to have patience. You have to have patience because you have been here with him for all these years, all these months, or whatever the case may be. You've been a constant thing, a constant fixture. So when he comes out here, he may have it in his mind that you're not going anywhere. You will forever be a constant fixture, no matter what he does. Patience, 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 patience. And I'm telling you, because I don't have patience prior to this situation. And I'm like, what are you doing? Why is this happening to me? I'm like going crazy. But it's because of my lack of patience. The truth is, 9 times out of 10, the person that you have that is released, the piece of that person that you do know, because you don't know everything about them, but the piece of that person that you do know, that may change. So you got to have patience. I'm going to tell you this little tidbit. This whole time, me and my husband been together, he loves root beer. Listen, and I believe it's the Bragg's root beer, not even the A&W. I believe it's the Bragg's root beer. Like, he loves root beer. Root beer is his favorite drink. When he first came home, I bought him root beer. Every time I went to go get him something to eat, root beer. If the people didn't have root beer, I'm like, we can't eat here. We got to find root beer, because this is what I know from him. All of a sudden, he started drinking Dr. Pepper. And I'm like, ew. Don't nobody want that diabetic drink. But all of a sudden, he started drinking Dr. Pepper. This is a very small thing. But just think of these things on a larger scale for your situation. I was not expecting him to like Dr. Pepper after I done spent all my money trying to make you happy with this dang on root beer. I'm spending money on root beer. I am hunting and searching out root beer. I am making sure it's not A&W and that it is Bragg's. I am buying cases and cases and cases of root beer, all to find out you like Dr. Pepper. Now listen, you got to have patience, because that particular change was not just a shocker to me. Ooh, am I coming for y'all a little bit? It wasn't just a shocker to me. Come to find out, it was also a shocker to him. He was expecting to like root beer. Hear me, y'all. He was expecting to like root beer. This is my drink. This was my drink when I was in the world. This is what I love to do. I like to drink root beer. Then you come out, he said root beer didn't taste the same anymore. Root beer didn't taste the same anymore. I can't remember if he said it was too strong or it was too weak. I can't quite remember what he said. I think he said it was too strong. But he said he didn't like the root beer. And he preferred Dr. Pepper. Make this apply to your situation. Hear me good, y'all. Listen. You may have spent tons and tons of money, done tons and tons of research. You have spent your time and your days consumed about this man or this person, depending on makeup. But comes to find out, they don't like it. Yes, it may be a shocker and very hurtful for you, but the reality is it could also be the same for them. So have patience. Have patience. If you don't have patience, everything that life is about to throw at you, you're going to fail the test every single time. And one thing about life, if you don't pass the test, it's going to come back around again. If you don't pass it, it's going to come back around one more time. So, hear me good. Hear me good. I was going to say hear me in the Holy Ghost like I'm in church. Hear me good. It may be a shocker to him too. And maybe he doesn't know how to tell you that some things have changed. Maybe he's trying to keep drinking the root beer because he doesn't want to hurt your feelings. When now, he don't even like root beer. But because I've seen you spend your money, I've seen you go to store after store after store, I've seen you invest in my root beer, I'm going to keep drinking the root beer even though I myself is unsatisfied. Do you see where I'm going with this? So have patience with everything. Everything. He's not going to know what to say. He has spent years dealing with men who may have a short vocabulary. Some have extensive ones, but most of them have a short ones, little bitty words. And so he doesn't know how to tell you things have changed because he knows how much you've given and invested too. Have patience. Have patience. Have patience. Have patience. He's not going to get it right. He is going to be forgetful. He's not going to think about being affectionate. He may not know how to handle the stress of the free world. He may not understand that the way he acts is stressing you out. He may not know that. He may not know that. He may not know that you had a level of expectation of the life that you guys were going to live, and then he came home and accidentally pissed all over it. Not on purpose, pissed all over it. Kind of like a new puppy. A new puppy, this is a bad comparison, but just kind of hear me out though. Hear me out. This is a bad comparison. This is not a good comparison. Just hear me out. Because this is crazy. When you get a new puppy, that puppy runs around. He is not trained. He's not housebroken. He poops and pees all over the place. He doesn't know how to go home. When you be like, go home, he don't know how to go home. He chew up your shoes, all this other stuff. You have to really zone in and train this puppy to understand the rules and regulations that go on at your house. Because you the dog owner. And that puppy may not want to follow those rules. That puppy may have a hard time learning certain things. They got the pooping down, but they ain't got the peeing down. They know they poop outside, but they ain't figured out that pee yet. They still peeing all over the place. You put your shoe on and they peeing in your shoe. You're a little ticked off. So yeah. So I thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. You guys know what's up. It's only up from here. I'm super excited. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on IG. Follow me on Snapchat. All this other stuff I got. All this other stuff I got. So I'm going to go ahead and get back to work. Yes, I'm working in my nighttime shirt. Don't judge me. Oh, this is the No Judgment channel. But yeah, so we're about to see how the rest of this goes.